Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you're new, hi, I'm Jess. Welcome and welcome back. Excited because I'm doing a Barbie BYS tryout video. I picked these up from Cosmetic Capital this week and they arrived. I didn't pick up the original Pinky Purple Barbie BYS palette because I'm not a big lover of pink, especially on me, but I got the Barbie BYS color palette. It looks like this. But look at it, look at it, look at it, so pretty. That's what she looks like on the inside. Super pretty, kind of matches my backdrop. So the eyeshadow palette is $25. The two little face palettes I picked up, these were super cute. This is the complexion palette. How cute are the little stars, like the shapes? And you get blush, etc. And this is $15. This is the highlighter palette. I love the holographic packaging, that's really pretty. And BYS highlighters are usually pretty blinding. They're usually pretty good, and this is $15 as well. So I just wanted to start out by saying that I've changed my name of my channel. It used to be Jess Ellen Vlogs, but I've had a lot of people have issues with saying the actual name because they didn't know how to say Ellen. It's E-L-L-I-N, so you just pronounce it as Ellen. But I wasn't really vlogging as much as what I used to, so I've changed it to Jess C Beauty. So I hope you like. So let's dive right on into the video, shall we? This is the color story of this palette. I didn't need another rainbow palette, but also I needed the BYS Barbie one, didn't I? It is 28 grams of product. You get glitters, and I think the rest of the formula looks to be matte. I've got my drugstore eyeshadow brushes. They are clean, they're just stained. I pick up the white just to set my base. Okay, picks up well. Actually, that's quite brightening. You can see the difference between that eye and that eye. And just to set, I'm just using, it's a concealer brush by Flower Beauty. That's actually a pretty good white. I don't know what type of look I want to go for. I love that you do have the option of glitter. I'm not a huge fan of pressed glitter. They're the Luby type, unfortunately, but they are quite pigmented. On an MCO Beauty brush, I'm going to take, I might try out the purples. So I'm going to go in with that lavender shade. Also picks up real. Not the, it's got pigment, but it is a light shade. It's actually quite pretty. There is a bit of kickback in the pan. That's actually quite pretty. I had to build it up a little bit, but I'm not mad at that. Because I've got hooded eyes, this is how I like to elongate my eye a little bit and shape it out by going that way and then into the crease. If I go straight into the crease, the eyeshadow just kind of blows up around here and then it doesn't give me the shape that I want. The deeper but cooler toned purple. Alright, that's quite pigmented. It's not as high as what I did with the purple lavender shade. That's really pretty and giving some good depth. This is I think it's a Profusions brush. I don't know what type it is though, but it came in a set. not gone patchy or muddy. I do think this collection's a little bit more expensive than what the usual palettes are, but that's actually really nice. Gonna go in with the original MCO brush that I used and that same lavender shade just to blend it out a little bit more. Actually really pretty. I like the shade a lot. I'm gonna go in with that shade next. It looks like it's slightly satiny. I'm not quite sure. And this is a Real Techniques brush. I think it's the deluxe shaded brush. Yeah, it's got a little bit of sheen to it, but not much. I go back in with that more matte purple. They're applying well onto each other, which is good. BYS eyeshadows are usually quite good. This is that same Flower Beauty concealer brush just to blend it out. How we're looking at the moment. They're blending out quite nice. I think for the lid, it's in the background, that shade, an MCO Beauty flat brush. Right, so these are quite pigmented. There is a little bit of kickback, as I said earlier, but nothing absolutely crazy, if you can see there. That's a really pretty shade, actually. I'm not mad at it. I think the purples have turned a bit more blue, but they are more blue tone in the purple shade, if that makes sense. This is just that Profusion brush. Yeah, I quite like that shade, it's pretty. So far they've gone on and blended really nicely. They're not patchy. I'm not going to use the glitter because pressed glitters in particular generally irritate my eyes, but I might use like the highlighter shimmer in a corner to give it a bit more sparkle. Light lavender shade. Under the eye. I don't want to do too dark because then I'm going to look really bruised, and I don't want to look bruised. Looks quite nice. Got a little bit of fallout. Yeah, that's pretty. So this is where we're at with the eyeshadow. I actually really like this palette a lot. Blends out really nice. Very happy. Go on to the complexion palette next, and then I'd finish off the eyes after. Shimmery ones and the rest are all matte in the complexion palette. Alright, so I've got a BYS powder brush here. I'm going to take first off the lighter of the bronzer shades, and then I might take the darker one because I don't know how pigmented they are yet. It looks like they've got some good shades. Alright, so that's quite pigmented. The pans themselves aren't too bad being star shaped to get the product out, which I appreciate. But that actually makes for a really nice contour shade, bronzer. Yeah, that's actually quite a nice shade. I might go in with the darker one just to see how they go. Yeah, quite nice. I do like the lighter one better. I do quite like that actually. They're quite nice. I'm gonna try a blush next because I love me a good blush. That shade right there. Yeah, quite pigmented. But it's a really pretty shade. I don't know if it necessarily goes with the look, but we'll make it work. They go on top of each other really nice. Yeah, I quite like them. They're nice. Now for the fun part, the highlighter. Flower Beauty eyeshadow brush that I use as a highlighter palette. Highlighter brush. It actually looks like really fun shades. Really pretty. I think I might take the bluey shade because the purple has more blue in it. Anything? Hello? Maybe a different brush. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's pretty. I like that a lot actually. I've done that dry, I've not wet it. Gives it a nice bit of shift to it. That's actually really pretty. I like that a lot. For the brow bone, I'm gonna take like a champagne rose gold. Oh, and I'm just gonna use my finger. Okay, I didn't need much at all. Hello. That's so pretty. I might try this icy white shade. Okay, that is really pretty. That's gorgeous. I might even do a little bit of that rosy gold shade. No, actually I might do this shade. This shade is really different. Kind of like a greeny shift. A little bit on top of that. Wow. They're so pigmented. A lot. I use a different shade down my nose because I don't think I want enough highlighter on. This gold colour because I do think it might be a bit too dark anywhere else on me. They don't show any texture, they're not chalky. A really pretty palette. I like that a lot. I like it. I was thinking of my Cupid's bow. I might try that one. Hey. Now I'm looking like a shiny disco ball and I'm not mad at it. I'm going to finish off the look, come back and give you my first impressions and thoughts on this collection. I actually really love how this look has turned. I'm going to go through my favourites. I really love the highlighter palette. This is phenomenal for the price. Really pigmented and different shades that have duochrome shifts for $15. Definitely pick this one up. My second favorite is actually the blush complexion palette. I really like this. Not chalky, they work well. They don't pick up any of the foundation when you apply it or blend. They don't blend away to nothing. Again, for $15, they're a really good quality blushes and bronzers. BYS usually do pretty good face products. What let me down a little bit with the palette was that they weren't really true to tone in the pan. The eyeshadow, the purple, kind of turned a bit bluish. It's still a pretty look. They did blend and apply really well, and the other thing that let me down too was the fact that glitters at the top, because I generally typically don't use pressed glitters, but I knew that when I bought this palette that it was going to have pressed glitters, and they're the Ruby type as well, so they're not the proper pressed glitters, but they are pigmented from the swatch that I did. Another thing, none of the palettes have mirrors at all, which is fine. I typically don't like mirrors in palettes because they can end up broken, and then you can't really use your palette afterwards in case the shards of glass get into the palette. Packaging is quite nice. I don't know if this one's overly Barbie-esque, but it's still got the Barbie on the front. It's quite cute. You get 28 shadows for $25, which I think is pretty good, but as I said, the Barbie range is a little bit more expensive than their normal range, I do believe, but they are decent quality. The shades did work and I was quite happy with them. Let me know if you're going to pick up anything from the Barbie range. I might pick up some of the lip glosses and lipsticks next because they look really nice. But yeah, let me know if you like this look, if you like the look of the collection. Are you a rainbow lover like I am? I didn't need another rainbow palette, but I got one, so I had to play with it, didn't I? Highlighter palette is definitely a standout to me. Just look. Glowy glowy, and of course the inner corner. So yeah, we love a bit of shim around here. As always, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and thumbs up the video because that really helps me out as a small YouTuber here on YouTube. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.